One morning, Bob woke up feeling happy and smiled as he said, "Today is my lucky day." But the moment he got out of bed, he slipped and fell. "Seriously?" he shouted. He went into the bathroom, looked around in disbelief, and sighed. "How is that even possible?" As Bob walked outside, a bird flew overhead and pooped on his head. He looked up and muttered, "Of course." His friend Tom laughed and said, "Only you, Bob, only you." A strong gust of wind immediately knocked Bob's hat away. Bob groaned, "Even the wind hates me." A few minutes later, Bob noticed a bag full of money lying on the ground. His eyes lit up. "Finally, my luck has changed," he cheered. Before he could celebrate, a police officer approached him and said, "Someone reported losing that money." An old lady rushed over and said, "That's mine." Bob handed it back and replied, "Okay, here you go." The old lady smiled warmly and thanked him before giving him a single piece of candy. Bob stared at it in confusion and said, "A candy?" Feeling hungry, Bob went to a restaurant. He sat down and smiled. "Nothing can ruin lunch," he said confidently. Seconds later, food, drinks, and trays somehow crashed onto him from every direction. Covered in a huge mess, Bob stood up and sighed, "I'm leaving." Later that day, something unexpected happened. A child was in danger, and without thinking, Bob rushed in and saved the child. Everyone around him began cheering, "Hero! Hero!" The mayor proudly thanked Bob and handed him a reward. Excited, Bob smiled and said, "Finally, let's see." He opened the reward and froze. It was a coupon for one free banana. "One free banana?" he exclaimed. Tom burst into laughter and said, "The universe is trolling you." As the sun began to set, Bob sighed with relief. "At least nothing else can happen today," he said. The very next second, he slipped one last time and landed flat on the ground. Looking up at the sky, he whispered, "I quit." Maybe Bob isn't the luckiest person in the world, but he always manages to make everyone else laugh. Sometimes the funniest people are the ones with the worst luck.